Hey everyone, welcome back to the Incredible India podcast series. I'm Sam.
And I'm Taylor. Great to be back.
And we have a really exciting deep dive for you today.
Definitely looking forward to this one.
Absolutely. We are taking a full plunge into, well, one of India's most legendary wild spaces, Kanha National Park. We've gone through some really fascinating sources, vivid travel descriptions, itineraries, practical tips. The works, really.
Right.
Our mission today is to unpack what makes Kanha, well, more than just a national park. People call it one of India's greatest natural theaters. So what's the magic? And, what kind of adventure awaits you, our listener, if you head there?
And I think what's particularly insightful here is we're not just listing sites, are we? We're digging into the ecological story, its importance, and the unique experiences it offers. It's about understanding why this place matters, why it's so significant.
Okay, so let's start with that amazing hook, the Jungle Book. Kanha National Park is apparently the actual forest that inspired Rudyard Kipling. That's the legend, yeah. You can almost picture...
Totally. Imagine leaving, say, the bustle of Jabalpur, driving maybe 4 or 5 hours, and boom, you're in this wild heart.
And that drive itself sounds like part of the experience. Central Indian countryside, villages, mango groves.
Yeah, it sets the scene. Then you arrive, and the sources say the air gets crisper, the forest just thickens around you.
Right, and that phrase, India's greatest natural theaters, I think it comes from that immersive feeling, that haunting call of the wild they mentioned. It grabs you.
It's not just for seasoned wildlife folks either, right? It works for first-timers, too.
Absolutely. It's the sheer richness of the ecosystem. It's alive, dynamic. You feel it whether you know every bird call or not. It's just present.
An unforgettable experience. Okay, let's talk stars of the show. The animals.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Royal Bengal tiger comes first to mind.
The icon, yes. And Kanha is definitely prime tiger territory. That's a big part of the thrill, searching for them.
You can almost feel your heart racing just thinking about it.
Exactly. But it's so much more than just tigers. You've got leopards, too, quite elusive.
Yeah.
And the wild dogs, holes.
Doles. Right, tell us about them. They sound fascinating.
They really are incredibly smart social hunters. They work in packs, complex strategies. Seeing them is a real insight into the forest dynamics. They play a huge role in the ecosystem balance.
Wow. Okay. It's like this whole intricate web. But there's one animal that's really special to Kanha, isn't there?
Ah, yes.
Lemla.
The Barasinga, the swamp deer.
Swamp deer. And they are only found in Kanha.
Only in Kanha, nowhere else in the world now. They have these amazing antlers, 12 points sometimes. And seeing them, well, it's more than just a sighting.
How so?
It's a massive conservation success story. They were nearly extinct, down to maybe 60-something animals back in the 70s.
No way.
Yeah. But through really dedicated work protecting their grassland habitats within Kanha, their numbers have bounced back significantly. So seeing a herd now feels like witnessing, hope, proof that conservation can work.
That's incredible. It adds like a whole other level of meaning to seeing them. And it's not just the big mammals. The sources mention over 300 species of birds. That's a lot.
It's a birdwatcher's paradise, truly. Think Malabar pied hornbills, big striking birds. You can't miss their calls. But so many others, too. Constant sound, constant color.
Plus other creatures like jungle cats, porcupines, sambar deer, garbols.
The big, powerful gar, yeah. You might see them crashing through the bamboo. And the sambar, they're huge deer.
And the sources really capture that feeling, that visceral experience. Your heart races when the guide spots fresh pug marks.
Yes. Or you see a sambar just freeze, totally alert, listening.
It's described as real, raw India. Every moment is electric. It's about being fully present, isn't it?
Exactly that. Tuned in.
So how do you experience this? The safaris themselves. Tell us about those.
Right. So typically you'll do two main ones, an afternoon safari and an early morning safari, both in these open jeeps, gypsies they call them, with an expert naturalist.
And they're different experiences, the afternoon versus the morning?
Very different. The afternoon often feels more like a focused hunt, venturing deep into tiger areas, looking hard for those pug marks, tracking signs. The anticipation builds.
Okay, so intense tracking in the afternoon. What about the morning?
The morning is magical. You enter the forest super early, often when there's still mist hanging over the meadows. It's when the forest is most alive, as the source puts it.
When the animals are more active?
Often, yes. Especially the big cats sometimes. But it's also about the whole atmosphere. Seeing the gar move through the mist, hearing the first hornbills call, maybe spotting holes on the move. It's the full drama unfolding, More about soaking in the whole awakening forest.
And the naturalist guide sounds key to all this.
Absolutely crucial. They're approved by the Forest Department, and they know this place inside out. They spot things you'd never see.
Their eyes and ears, basically.
Exactly. But more than that, they explain the behavior, the ecology. They teach you to listen for alarm calls, to read the signs. The sources say don't miss. What they point out, those small cues often lead to the big sightings.
And they're often local people too, right? Which adds another layer.
That's a great point. Many guides are from local communities, grew up around the forest. They have this deep inherited knowledge. It makes the experience feel very authentic.
So speaking of the journey and stay, we mentioned the drive from Jabalpur, about 4 or 5 hours. Picturesque, then you arrive. What about where you stay?
The forest stay options sound pretty varied. You've got everything from luxury wilderness lodges to more rustic eco-resorts or jungle camps.
But always close to nature.
Always. The idea is blending comfort with that immersion. You're surrounded by sal trees, you hear the peacocks calling. Even when you're back from the safari, you're still in the jungle environment. Sitting on your porch, just listening.
Nice. And the typical itinerary seems pretty well structured for that immersion.
Yeah, it's packed, but makes sense.
Okay.
Arrive midday, lunch, afternoon safari. Then back for tea, sharing stories, maybe a bonfire, dinner.
Pails around the bonfire like that.
Then up super early for the morning safari, breakfast, check out, and the drive back. It's designed to maximize that wildlife time.
Now, something else really important came up in the sources. Community involvement.
Yes, this is highlighted. The tour company mentioned actively helps local communities, training and employing local guides, which we just talked about.
And buying their crafts, too, to support livelihoods.
Exactly, procuring local wares. And this is so important, Sam. It means tourism isn't just extractive. It's contributing directly to the people who are essentially the guardians of this forest.
Right. It gives them a direct stake in conservation.
Precisely. So for you, the visitor, it adds this ethical layer. Your trip is actually helping sustain both the park and the communities around it. It's not just about seeing animals. It's about responsible travel.
That makes the experience feel even richer, I think.
It definitely does. It connects you deeper.
Okay, quickly on practicalities. Pricing varies by group size, right?
Yeah, the examples given were like RS 590-500 for one person, down to about RS 28-700 per person if 4 or more travel together. But that includes quite a bit.
What's covered in that?
Your private car from Jabalpur and back, both those Jeep safaris we talked about, park entrance fees, plus one night in a hotel with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Pretty comprehensive.
Good to know. And they also mentioned possibilities for extending your trip, other tours.
Yeah, briefly. Things like exploring cities like Jodhpur or Jaipur, seeing the Taj Mahal, or even doing walking or motorcycle tours elsewhere in India. So Kanha could be part of a bigger exploration.
Makes sense. So, zooming out again, visiting Kanha, it's clearly more than just ticking off wildlife sightings.
Oh, much more. It's about connecting with nature on a really deep level, understanding conservation challenges and successes firsthand, experiencing the local culture through the guides and community links.
It's witnessing that raw drama, isn't it? Life and death, the balance of it all.
Absolutely. It's unfiltered nature. And observing that, it can be quite profound. It makes you think.
So, to wrap up our deep dive into Kanha, we've touched on the Jungle Book magic, the incredible wildlife, tigers, leopards, dholes, and especially those unique Barasingha and that truly immersive safari experience.
Right in the heart of wild India.
It really does sound like a journey that could change your perspective. Stepping into a place where nature is so undeniably powerful, what insights do you gain when you see that raw drama unfold? Something to ponder. If you decide to travel to Kanha, we have a recommendation. 5 Senses Tours organizes tours across India, which are immersive cultural experiences. You can email contact@5sensestours.com or WhatsApp to +919 845 67446.